Surveillance video released from inside Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, the day of the mass shooting, is causing many talks of potential lawsuits being filed. Local attorney Ken Rosenfeld joining us in studio to talk about this case. Ken, thank you so much for being here. So after the shooting happened May 24th, there were many talks about the surveillance footage coming out from outside and inside of the school, of course, and how that would be released, if it would be released at all. And the city officials in Uvalde, they used the dead suspect loophole preventing that information to be released. Can you talk about what exactly the dead suspect loophole is?
Well, when there's an ongoing investigation, that sometimes information that goes public can interfere with an investigation. This isn't that case. The first word of that sentence, dead suspect, the investigation is over. He's dead. But it was a loophole that was being used because they were obviously trying to get their information in order to tell the public, which they've already been dishonest with the public before. That's why you had these meetings with the mayor and the city council where the public is outraged. And there should be outrage. There should be outrage of the highest order in this case. 19 kids died, while you see a cadre of police officers really not knowing what's going on in a hallway, running up and down and back and forth. Different agencies, different people. The idea that this ends by some guy who's getting his hair cut, who grabs a gun, who's border patrol, not even a police officer there, while the chief of police doesn't know who's in charge. Yeah, let me help you. You are.
Yeah.
And these 19 kids needed you. And where were you?
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely, and they want to hide behind loopholes for the media. The press did a great job. I applaud the news stations.
And speaking of that, you know, can city officials in Uvalde, Texas, can they now take legal action against these two media outlets that leaked the footage without them knowing?
Best of luck. Honestly, best of luck to find a jury that's going to be sympathetic to the fact they told the truth and you didn't. 19 children? Best of luck. Could they? Anybody could sue for anything. They're going to go nowhere. The public has the right to the information, and these news sources did an outstanding job and should be commended for it.
And when it comes to the families, some of them are understandably a little bit upset and angry over the footage being released, but most of the anger is directed towards the police officers and, of course, the chief of police that day. So do you anticipate more family members are going to be filing legal action against the police department in the city?
I do expect that. And obviously, with something like this, there is a dereliction of duty. In the Parkland shooting, police officers were charged, or the security officer was charged, who was in charge there. This chief of police should be charged, in my opinion, after watching this video. It's unconscionable. You know, we're so lucky that we have such great law enforcement in our area. People like Jim Cooper and Pat Withrow. That would have never happened under their watch. They wouldn't have been the last ones, and they would have been the first. So yes, there should be lawsuits. There's no question. The family, it's heartbreaking. But how do you even justify this in any way if you're the police or if you're the part of that agency? How do you justify when you see the hallway with all these officers standing around? And
77 minutes going by with no
That's
action
a lot
happening.
of time.
Yeah. Ken Rosenfeld, thank you so much for joining us.
Sure.
Our local attorney giving us his opinion on what happens after the Uvalde school shooting. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Okay.